How to take care of your heart. Listening to your heart is not always easy, especially in a busy and demanding culture. But in spite of life trying to pull you in a million directions, there are ways you can carve out a sacred space for yourself. You can do your best to live according to your heart's desire, which will help you enjoy the life you live and be more present to the people around you. Make a list of things you want to accomplish. Create an open space. The first step to getting in touch with your heart in a deeper way is to give your heart the time and space to speak up. It's important to sit still without distractions for your heart to be able to let itself be heard. You may want to create an intentional place where you can go to just sit. If you have an extra room in your house, you can light some candles and create a comfortable environment for this task. Listen to your heart. Once you've set the right conditions, you can begin to do the work of being mindfully open to your heart. You may want to ask yourself a question, such as what am I feeling under the surface right now? Wait a while after you ask the question to see if a response bubbles up from your heart. This kind of practice will help your heart, and your inner desire, express itself. You can also use a technique called focusing, which is great for getting in touch with your body. Here's how to do focusing. Once you've cleared the space and asked what's going on inside you, pay attention to what your body answers with. Don't try to explore it, just notice it from a distance. For instance, you may feel a tightness in your chest when you ask what's going on underneath the surface. Notice it from a distance. Put a handle on the sensation. This is usually in the form of a word or short phrase. For instance, you can say tightness or chest pressure or tension. Keep trying words out until it seems to fit the sensation. Go back and forth between the sensation and the word that describes it. Check and see how they interact. See if the body sensation changes a little bit when you have an accurate name for it. Ask yourself what's causing this sensation. What is it about your life right now that's causing you to feel tight in your chest? Don't grasp for an answer, just let the response bubble up. This may not happen the first time. Focusing can take practice, but this is a great series of steps to help you open yourself to your heart and everything that's going on inside you. Set aside time each day. A hectic life can really dampen your ability to follow your heart. Take time out of your day, every day, for yourself. Don't let anything else impose on this time. What you do with it is up to you, but here are a few suggestions. Meditate. There are a number of mental and physical health benefits to meditating, such as lower blood pressure and lower stress. Try sitting upright for at least 10 minutes in a quiet place. Focus on one thing, such as the sensation of air going in and out of your nostrils, or an object like a pencil. When your attention leaves the object, gently remind yourself to return. Take a long bath. Relaxing in water has similar effects to other relaxation techniques. It's a great way to wind down. You can use this time to reflect on your life, or just enjoy the silence and sensation of a warm bath. For instance, if you like to read, make sure to allow time for reading in your schedule. Ask your friends for recommendations of good books. A poetry collection can be especially evocative. If you're more of a movie buff, check out some highly rated films that will tug on your heartstrings. Spending time in nature is another good option. It can help you feel more alive and in touch with yourself. Somatic experiencing therapy is similar to focusing, where you focus on sensations in your body rather than thoughts and memories. You can actually do focusing with a friend, where you go through the steps together and report what happens. You can also just talk about what's going on in your life right now and express your desire to get more in touch with your heart. For example, you can say, "Hey, I feel like I'm not really following my heart in my life right now. I could really use someone to talk to about this. Would you be willing to help?" If you want to follow your heart, make sure you are living according to your own desires rather than what other people want from you. This is actually one of the most commonly reported regrets from people who are on their deathbeds. Changing your mind can be an easy way out of difficult situations, but if you always back out, you'll never learn from your mistakes or make any progress. It's important to commit to the path you're on in life. commitment will give you the strength to carry on in the face of difficulty. Following your heart isn't always supposed to be easy. If you feel a ton of resistance toward this kind of commitment, whether it's to education or a particular career, then it might be a good idea to examine whether you're really following your heart. Avoid mistaking natural resistance and difficulty with this kind of greater resistance. It's normal to feel disheartened sometimes, even if you're on the right path for you. If you aren't sure if you're doing the right thing, try asking someone you trust, such as a close friend or a family member. Engage in expressive activities. There are a number of creative activities you can do to get in touch with your heart. The goal here is to open yourself to your heart, or your innermost desire. Styles of self-expression like those used in art therapy can help you become more open to yourself and your heart. Practice mindfulness. There are two different ways you can live your life, being and doing. The doing mode is what many people find themselves stuck in a lot of the time. It's a necessary mode for our fast-paced, high-stress culture, and it's actually very useful for keeping up. However, the doing mode can make it hard to listen to your needs and slow down enough to enjoy life. Mindfulness meditation can help you strengthen the being mode of your life, which is the mode that will help you begin to follow your heart. For instance, you may want to spend more time with your friends, or spend less time in front of the TV. Be confident, but not conceited.